Guys, the Super Review Show for an episode of Why You Should Watch. This is where I break down movies and TV shows that have anniversaries, or the movie and TV show is just that iconic and, quite frankly, somewhat forgotten about by today's standards. Today, as the title of this video suggests, we're talking about The Greatest American Hero. This is only the first season of The Greatest American Hero that I have on DVD here, but this is a really underrated TV show that lasted for 3 seasons on cable in the 1980s. In the early 80s, too, like 81, 82, 83, something like that. It lasted for 3 seasons, but as most of you may or may not know, this show is a little bit of a cult following. It's about a high school teacher who gains superpowers by a super suit, and he becomes a superhero and works for the government and things like that, too. And it only lasted 3 seasons, but it's been referenced amongst like pop cultural stuff, like the theme song is "Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air." I'm not going to get into the copyright stuff because YouTube could sue me for that. Thanks. But that theme song was parodied on Seinfeld with "Believe It or Not, George isn't at home." You know, like that whole thing on that episode. Great episode if you haven't seen it. But yeah, and also even in shows like Big Bang Theory, like this logo right here of the logo of this show was actually Sheldon wore it a couple of times on the Big Bang Theory too, just as a TV show, and that reference back to, oh my God, remember that show from the 80s? Yeah, The Greatest American Hero. Really a timeless, forgotten about show by most standards today. The show starred William Catt as Ralph Hinckley, as the teacher who gains the superpowers, and he has his attorney girlfriend Pam Davidson, known as Connie Selleck, and his FBI agent friend Bill Maxwell, played by Robert Culp. Those 3 actors, and the 2 actors and the actors, stole the show for 3 seasons, and then they canceled it. But if you can catch it on reruns, if you can catch it on this, I know that this is a DVD copy that I have right here. But if you have streaming, it might be on streaming, it might be on Hulu, or it might be on like Peacock, or I'm not sure what service it'll be on. But if you can watch The Greatest American Hero, believe it or not, you'll be walking on air, and you never thought you could feel so free. Come on, it's the theme song alone is just priceless. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below of the theme song so you guys can listen to it. It's really catchy, and I feel like most people who are like in their 40s to their 70s would probably know this show back in the 80s. When watching it or just hearing about it on some possible like connections and stuff like that. But like there are some references to it today, as I mentioned. Like for instance, Seinfeld, the one episode where George like, "Believe it or not, George isn't at home." That whole episode is actually where George, that ringtone is where George parodies the theme song to The Greatest American Hero. And it's, like as I said before, it's referenced on Big Bang Theory as well, with the logo and Sheldon just wearing a T-shirt about it. And that's right, that show. And only the nerds will pick it up, of course. Only us geeks and nerds will pick it up. So, just saying. No, but this is a great show. If you've never seen The Greatest American Hero, get on it. The effects are from the 80s. You don't go to it for the effects. You go to it for the character, and you go for the story and the characters. That's what you go to the show for. Truly a classic. There was talk about doing a reboot of it for like ABC or Disney, or I forget what studio or what TV network wanted to pick it up. But they were looking to do a Greatest American Hero relaunch, or a movie even. I think, and there's a lot of cheese in this show. Like he's flying into buildings. Says, he got the suit, but he doesn't know how to work it. This is the best part, because the premise, I forgot about that. The premise is he has the super suit, but he lost the instruction manual too. So he's flying around in a superpowered alien suit, and he doesn't know how to work it. It's actually really, really, really funny. I was like, oh my God, he can deflect bullets and all this stuff. He can fly, but he forgot that he's flying into buildings. That'd be a really good movie. Someone out there on the internet, if you can get this video to like Warner Brothers or Paramount Pictures and get the rights to The Greatest American Hero, that would be a great movie to go see. Where like for an hour and a half, you're just laughing yourself sick because this guy can't do anything right. That'd be a good one. So someone get this out there, please. But why should you watch The Greatest American Hero? Why should you watch The Greatest American Hero? Well, if you're looking for a TV show from the past, it's only a quick couple of seasons. It's only 3 seasons long. I believe each episode is about 45 minutes long. So back on TV, with commercials, it would have been about an hour. This is such a great show. If you've never seen it, check it out immediately. It is really something special. So that's going to do it for this episode of Why You Should Watch. For those reasons and more, that's why I think you should watch The Greatest American Hero. Because believe it or not, we're walking on air. If you like what you've seen here, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages as well, simply on Facebook and Instagram, simply at The Super Review Show. But for all of your episodes of Why You Should Watch, keep it locked on The Super Review Show. The J-Man is off track, and believe it or not, we're walking on it.